According to Elon Musk, SpaceX's Starlink satellites have now been deployed over Ukraine. This was after Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister reached out to Elon via social media. Mikhailo Fedorov explained to Elon that the country's internet services are being shut down due to everything that's happening right now, and that it would be a great help if the Starlink satellites were able to be turned on. Mikhailo Fedorov said the following to Elon: "While you try to colonize Mars, Russia tries to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people." Within just a matter of hours though, Elon replied, saying the following: "Starlink service is now active in Ukraine. More terminals en route." Ukrainian officials explained that the country had been without internet for 3 days now since Russian forces entered their country, with them saying that they need access to internet now more than ever in order to combat what Russia is saying, detailing that they're currently putting out a lot of untruthful statements, and they need internet in order to reach out to the people and explain the truth behind what's happening right now. Mikhailo Fedorov was very thankful to Elon for answering so quickly, and saying that Starlink satellites are coming to help Ukraine, thanking everyone who is involved with this, while also reaching out to other big countries asking them to help block Russia-related accounts, saying that the country is lying to their people about what's going on, similar to what the group Anonymous have been saying in regards to Russian state TV media. As many are now aware of, Anonymous have reached out to people asking them to help them bring down Russian websites that are putting out lies. However, it's now been announced that Russian groups are also taking down some Ukrainian systems, with officials detailing that the country has been subjected to a number of cyber attacks, with Ukraine's Foreign Ministry, Cabinet of Ministers, and Parliament websites all appearing offline for several hours. Ukraine officials just posted the following: "We also asked Netflix for their support. We appeal to them to block the Russian Federation's access to Netflix and shut off Russian content. We believe you do care. Let's stop this disgraceful war." Elon has said that SpaceX has already launched over 2,000 Starlink satellites into Earth's orbit. Just last week, Elon was able to turn on fast internet in Tonga, after the area was cut off from the world due to the volcanic activity, so officials have said that the same will happen in Ukraine where people are struggling to get online. Mikhailo Fedorov continued with the following: "In 2022, modern technologies are one of the best responses to tanks, rockets and missiles. I've addressed the biggest tech giants to support the sanctions for the Russian Federation. We've asked them to help us stop this outrageous aggression on our people." End quote. Those living and fighting in the southern and eastern regions of Ukraine have said the internet connectivity is being massively impacted, saying that these regions are where the Ukrainian people are working the hardest to send back Russian forces. Many people in the past were against SpaceX's Starlink satellites, saying that they were interfering with things like astrophotography. However, with disasters like Tonga and now the conflict that's happening in Ukraine, many have said it seems like we need these Starlink satellites now more than ever, going on to say that they could have potentially saved countless lives by letting people connect to the internet and call for the help they needed. Elon has also said that he's heard reports that Vladimir Putin may try to drop the International Space Station from orbit, saying that he will do everything he can in order to save the floating laboratory. Dmitry Rogozin took to social media to warn that Russian expertise and technology would be necessary, and that they need this in order to keep the International Space Station in orbit, and that at the moment there's a possibility it could fall somewhere in the US or Europe. He said the following: "If you block cooperation with us, who will save the ISS from an uncontrolled deorbit, and it may fall into the United States or Europe." Elon then said that SpaceX would stop this from happening. For those wondering, the International Space Station's orbit and location in space are controlled by Russian-made engines. However, NASA also helps to control and keep the space station's position in orbit, with NASA saying that the space agency is solely responsible for generating electricity for the entire vehicle. As of right now, everyone is trying to do their part in order to ensure that as many people are kept as safe as possible. The last thing people want in these regions is to lose people due to a conflict they wanted nothing to do with. As Anonymous and others have pointed out, the best thing that everyday people can do is spread awareness for what's going on right now, with the group Anonymous saying that everyday people are starting to wake up and realise the truth behind what's happening in these regions, and that it's important that we try as hard as possible to ensure that the truth is spread online, and that as many people are kept as safe as possible. So what do you make of Ukraine officials reaching out to Elon to use the Starlink satellites? And do you think that other big tech companies should block Russia-related accounts? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below. It'd help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.